In order to grow and be better, you need self respect. But what actually is self respect? Self respect is looking at yourself in a high regard. Self respect is being confident. Self respect is knowing your capabilities as a man and knowing you can do certain things and respecting yourself in a way because you know you can do hard things and you know you've pushed through limits and you know you've achieved certain things. Therefore, you know you're worthy of respect. You know you can do hard things. And that allows you to build confidence. It allows you to build a high self-esteem. It allows you to gain this recognition of self-worth. It allows you to realize your potential as a man and what you can do and how great you can truly be. Self-respect is very, very important for every man. And respect from others is something different. You need self-respect first before you can start gaining respect from others. But how do you actually build self-respect? The way you build self-respect is by doing things that your mind can acknowledge is tough. By doing uncomfortable things that your mind knows will make you a better man. That your mind knows will allow you to come out better at the end of the task or the activity or whatever it is. You have to do these hard things so your mind acknowledges that you're capable of doing hard things and you did it. When you do hard things, your mind realizes your capabilities. It realizes that you can push further. You can go the extra mile. And when you realize you're capable of doing hard things, you build confidence. And when you build confidence, you do even harder things. And you start repeating it and staying consistent. And that's where self-respect takes place. And when I say hard things, it doesn't mean you have to do something huge to start off with. No, you can start off very small. For example, make your bed every morning. Do 30 push-ups. Read 5 pages every morning. Meditate for 2 minutes before you go to bed. And then once you start off with the small things, you can start doing harder things. So you can start going to the gym and you can start eating healthier. Then you can follow a workout plan. Then work out for a minimum of 3 times a week. Then a minimum of 4 times a week. You see, it's like a progressive system. As you conquer each challenge, you progress to the next level. It's like a video game. Once you've done like level 1, and then you do level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then you get to level 10, which is like something hard, which is like going to the gym consistently for 4 weeks and sticking to your diet for 4 weeks. That's like level 10. And then level 11, 12, 13 is just like meditate, read, journal. And then level 15 is like take your first cold shower. And then level 20 is like, level 25 is like stay in the cold shower for 5 minutes. Like, it's a progressive system. You can just start off small and work your way up to do these harder things. And when you do these harder things, your mind will acknowledge you can take on tough tasks and you can do hard things. And that's where the grit is built, the toughness is built inside of you, which is what each and every masculine man needs. And that's where the self-respect comes into play. Another thing to build self-respect is stop giving into urges. And this is something I still struggle with to this day. It's something that I'm still trying to conquer and still trying to rule over. Because one thing I realized, and one thing you guys should realize right now, is your urges will never ever go away. They will never ever go away. The urge to watch TV, the urge to cheat on your diet, the urge to watch porn, the urge to play video games, those urges never ever go away. Your idol, the person you idolize right now, still gets those urges. But the difference between him and you is that he doesn't listen to those urges. He doesn't give in to those urges, but you do. And I'm gonna put it this way, and think about this every time you get an urge to do something bad or to give in to degeneracy. The version of you that gives into those urges is the version of you that eventually lives the life that you don't want to live. Because they build up. These habits build up. You might think just watching TV for 30 minutes for one day is okay. But then once you start doing that every week, and the urge keeps happening again and again and again, and maybe sometimes you don't give in, but maybe sometimes you do, it builds up. And then you start giving to other urges that come into your head. Then you start cheating on your diet. Then you start doing less work. Then you go to the gym less. And you can see it just has a progressive effect. Like I said, everything has an effect. Every single thing you do has an effect. And the version of you that gives into the urges is the version of you that lives the shit life. The version of you that has the fucking 6 out of 10 for a wife and makes 50k a year. Whereas the version of you that rules over those urges and decides not to listen and decides to overcome it and overrule it, the version of you that doesn't listen to those urges is the version of you that achieves all your goals. That's the version of you that becomes the most masculine, the most worthy of self-respect. That's the highest testosterone version of you, who achieves all his goals, smashes every objective, and is able to become the best version of himself and basically achieve anything he wants. That is the version of you that happens when you don't give in to urges. So another thing, stop giving into urges and remember what I just said. Every single time you have an urge to do something bad in your head, just remember that. The version of you that doesn't give in to those urges is ultimately the best version of you, the most masculine and the most worthy of self-respect. Once you start doing the uncomfortable things that the old version of you would have never have done, such as staying consistent with the gym, taking cold showers every week, reading every day, staying true to your diet, once you start doing those things, you start earning self-respect. And eventually these habits become easy and actually become comfortable. For example, for me now, going to the gym, it's just normal to me. It's been normal for the past almost 2 years. I just fucking go because I know that it's something I need to do and I don't find it uncomfortable, and I smash every workout and I enjoy it. When I first started martial arts, I found it extremely uncomfortable to begin with, but I've been doing it for over 6 months now and it's normal to me. Now I just go because I enjoy it and it's comfortable and I want to get better and I want to do more. So once you start these uncomfortable things, they become comfortable, and then you can do even better things. For example, with my martial arts training now, I'm going to do my first fight within a month. And then after that, who knows, maybe I'll do another one. And so it's like a progressive system. Like I said, with the levels and the challenges, it just gets harder and harder. But it's enjoyable because you push yourself in an enjoyable way. And that's how self-respect is built. So what actually happens when you build self-respect? Your confidence skyrockets, and I mean literally 10x's, because you realize that you can do hard things, you're capable of hard things, you push yourself, You become better each and every single day. A better man to your family, to your girlfriend, to your brothers and sisters, to your cousins. A better man to yourself, really, to begin with. You become so much more confident because you know you do hard things when no one's watching. You know you push yourself. You know you stay disciplined and consistent. And ultimately, you just feel so much more fulfilled and satisfied and purpose driven, which allows you to be happier. Your life gets better. Your life gets so much better. You become so much more happier. And then you start attracting things in your life that you already do. You start becoming friends who are also, you start getting friends who are also on the same journey as you. You start speaking to people who want to do what you do. People want to take advice from you when you start becoming better. And actually, once you've built self-respect, that's when you actually start gaining respect from others, because other people will see the changes that you made and the changes within yourself. Other people will see the discipline you've built. They will see the hard work you've put in. They will notice the changes and they will want to take advice and they will want to learn from you. And that's when the law of attraction comes in, because then you just start attracting things in an abundance that will just add to your life and make it even better. Self-respect changes everything. Self-respect makes you a man. Self-respect boosts your confidence. You look at yourself in a high regard, and as a man, you have to look at yourself in a high regard. You have to be confident. But that means you have to do the hard things. You have to put in the hard work. You have to be worthy of the respect. You can't just expect to get it. And self-respect can be lost as well. As soon as you give in, not just once, because eventually you will give in. Eventually you will. But if you start doing that consistently and start slacking off and not doing the hard things anymore and start getting into comfortable situations, that's when you lose the self-respect. And you need to pull yourself and get yourself back on track and do those hard things. You have to pull yourself back. Take a step back and realize that as a man, you have a duty, you have a purpose to be the best you can be, to be the most masculine you can be. And so you have to do the hard things. As a man, you have to look at yourself in a high regard. But you can only do that once you've earned it. So start now. Start doing the hard things. Start doing the uncomfortable things. Forget all the bullshit in the past. Change yourself today. Build the good habits. Lose the bad habits. Start off small and work your way up. Work your way up to those challenges, to those levels. And watch yourself and your life transform. Build self-respect today. Stay disciplined.